All right. We're going live. Here we go. Now we got our own background music. There was a fun in there. There was a fun stuff in there. So here we are. Oh, what is it? September 30th. All right, guys. Going live. Here we go. Episode. Wow. Episode 4, guys. All right. So we're live. We're live right now. So fantastic. Guys, let's do it. So we're your hosts again, Steve Estros and
Chris Estros. I'm here over in New Jersey. Came back from Vegas for a little bit.
That's it.
Excited to be back.
Oh, shoot. Yeah,
weather's kind of cold.
Yeah, talk about your little trip. Talk about the trip.
Yeah, the trip was good. Got delayed in Newark. Left Las Vegas on time. Got delayed in Newark for 45 minutes on the tarmac. Good thing I went to the bathroom before we landed.
Shoot. Well, talk about your trip. How is the trip? How is it? Is it a far trip?
No, it's not a far trip. It was only 4 hours. We were only in the air for 4 hours. But getting out of the plane took 45 minutes. But the plane ride's easy. Took United. It was pretty good. I don't know about other flights, but that's a direct flight to Newark. So I recommend taking United to go back to Newark, New Jersey from Las Vegas. Good flight, easy. 4 hours up. I think it's like 4.5 hours going to Las Vegas if there's no air traffic. But overall, good experience. But I think the wait time in Newark, if you're getting picked up, you have to calculate that. You are going to wait at least probably 20 to 45 minutes, maybe sometimes an hour to get out of the plane once you land.
Okay, cool. So what airlines you take?
Oh, United.
Oh, United. Okay. I
mean, you're listening.
I wasn't listening because, guys, I'm trying to share these videos while we're
talking.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out how to share it on Facebook.
Okay, Chris, talk about something.
Well, let's talk about work. We could talk about our sales funnel, how we get things done for sales. Because, like, if you follow me on Instagram at Chris Estros. Follow Steve Estros on Instagram. If you follow myself on Instagram, I'm very litigious on these three things when it comes to family business or small business. It's first sales, operations, and finance. If you focus on those three things in any business and they have to run congruently, you're going to build a flywheel quicker than you know. So we could talk about our sales funnel, like how we try to or how we get new clients, both warm and cold. We could give you our theories on that. Then second, we could talk about Judge tying the home run record. Some people call it the real home run record. That's a big deal. Then I guess third, I don't know what you want to talk about. Finance.
Yeah, we could
talk about finance before you leave.
Yeah. So we're excited. We had a bunch of work to do, and we have viewers. So exciting. We have viewers. Okay. So guys, if you're watching us live, feel free to ask us questions. We'll literally talk to you right now. Unless you're free, if you're at work, we could even patch you in. Just give us your email address. We can even get you on our show right now.
Wait, do you have a phone number?
Oh, we don't even put the phone number. Oh no, because I have the other thing up.
I'm still trying to figure out how we're going to call.
That's all right.
Calls.
Yeah.
How do we put you on speaker?
Yeah, that's all right. You know what? No, or just ask a question. Or let's do this real time. You can literally per se FaceTime us while we're talking. So we can actually bridge you in there in this software. So it's pretty exciting. I
think I did share. Yep, I shared it.
You shared it? All right, cool. Yo, Chris, so let people know what we do. I mean, we're just not the live guys. What do we do as a career?
Hey, we actually do work. All right, is that what we do? We work. No, the producer here, but we do three things. First off, we're a digital company, so we do three things. First is website development. Any website development, full stack web development, anything to do with WordPress, apps, just any web. We do that all the time. Second is medical marketing. So anything we're a full service medical marketing company. So digital marketing, out of home, commercials. We do that for our clients, our medical clients. And third, strategic marketing. So if you have a special task involved that needs results, we do work on that, either e-commerce or direct to the point. We just focus on the KPIs and get them done.
So maybe give them tips on like 3 tips on social media. What would you recommend?
Content. You definitely need to get. First thing is content. You have to figure out what you want to talk about. So if you're a business, if you're like a jeweler company, or if you're a medical office, you have to figure out what you want to talk about. Do you sell products? That's the first thing. What are you going to talk about? Then the second thing is build a calendar. If once you have a calendar, you can write it all out. And on the third thing, when you make the post, you need someone to actually make the post. Schedule it out on the software so you can bang it all out for the week. And I don't recommend going past 2-3 weeks because you got to keep it live, but it has to be out. It has to be out. Like the content calendar should be out 3 months.
Yeah. And what do you feel about all this video stuff? Are pictures dead? It's
No,
only
pictures are not dead.
pictures not dead.
Pictures are not dead. People like looking at pretty pictures, but you should have video. The majority of it should be coming into video.
Now, how many people out of 100 people? How many people really, or normally already posted, but now you're asking them to do video? Are they going to do it or not, or is it going to be always the same people?
They'll always be the same people. That's why it's that's why you have like they became celebrities now.
So if we're always posting.
Yeah, well, we're just becoming celebrities. I don't know, maybe.
In our own mind.
In our own celebrity, in your own. I'm a big deal in my own mind.
Yeah, we're big deals.
Yeah, but that's what the digital part is. It's just like what we do for clients is just get it depends on the KPI, the key performance indicator, whether it's new patients or leads. That's like the biggest. It's the easiest thing to figure out is what is your key performance indicator. It's always either new customer or leads or more web traffic or optimization on what the task is. So what we do, we have sales funnels. Our partner Carlo, we work with on our ClickFunnels. We have multiple ClickFunnels out there that we do advertisements with, but it really depends on what your sales process is. Like we have two-part sales for our own business. We focus either on referrals. That's like the mother's milk of all business is referrals. That will keep your business running. But to grow your business is cold leads, and that's the hard part. How to get cold leads.
Mm-hmm. And you could do a mix of ads, digital ads, geofence ads, mobile ads, email blasts,
saying
Roku ads, video ads, billboards, you name it. It's just whatever road leads to your website, because your website that's your source. And that's why your website has to be robust. It has to clearly explain who you guys are. And you don't even have 2 minutes. I think barely now 20 seconds. People just want to make sure you have a nice web page. Maybe at this point now, it has to be very clear on what your service is. If you have a video or something like that, it's just that's where we're headed, and it has to really look good on the cell phone. Everyone's just looking at your sites on the cell phone. So
yeah, the majority of people are on the cell phone. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah,
the cell phone.
And I think overall with work, it's just work. A lot of people said, "Oh, I'm just going to give it to my intern to do." That's cool. Just give it to your intern in context. Yeah, but that's not how it works. There's theory, there's thought process, there's marketing. Chris?
Yeah, it's no longer by accident. The whole thing going viral by accident, that's been over for the past 5-6 years. That hasn't been true probably since 2015, 2016. I think I think the platforms changed their algorithms a lot, where it's more tactics. That's like the big thing. But most importantly, it has to be brought out and thought out and put into a schedule.
Mm-hmm. And that schedule is your content calendar. You're basically putting out your calendar and you're scheduling out what posts go where. And then to make these TikToks or these reels, this itself, we're shooting live for us then to go back to the editing board to cut up and chop up to then post again, right? So it's just a lot of work, right? Even with these reels, Instagram reels, someone has to shoot video. From there, it has to get edited again to post. So you're talking about a minute or a couple minutes, just like in TV, takes a couple hours worth of work, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have our own team here. Isabella, she does a great job. But in all honesty, if you don't do this part, this long-term part, this longer version content, it's so hard to get the shorter content.
Yeah. So this is long form. We'll probably go 20 minutes, 30 minutes for us to get what? Because last time I only got 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, we only got 3-4 minutes worth of. How many clips? We only got like 9 clips out of that.
Yeah. But we're just talking, we're having fun, things like that. But some of the stuff is in between content, but we might just drop something. Oh, that was interesting. So we'll chop it up and make a clip out of it. Or a short. We're not even talking about YouTube shorts.
Yeah. And also, it's like we said, we only got 3-4 minutes for TikTok reels. And Noah came up with a better strategy, and we actually 10x our viewership on TikTok. It like with there you.
Oh, what's that?
What's that? Okay.
Well, where'd that come from?
All right. Listen, just put on the reel. Put on the reel. But yeah, no, but it's hard. Like in Noah and Isabel did a great job on putting all that together. But it's hard. because you have to do this 20 or 30 minutes worth of content to literally cut it up. And but to do that, you have to have a plan and you have to have a strategy behind it. And from there, you just have to deploy it. And deploying it is a whole different ball game.
Yeah. So again, lots of work to do. Easier said than done, but we really recommend just doing it. See, even for ourselves, viewership, if there's a lot, not a lot, it doesn't matter. We're talking, we see people and so forth. But at the end of the day, it's about us explaining who we are, what we do, our point of view, and so forth. Because if you're watching this stuff and you really, you're excited to learn and know what we know and everything, you're going to get to know us, and you're literally going to vet us. I think nowadays social media is just social proof, meaning if once you have your profiles out there, right, you know who you're talking to. It's kind of weird now if you don't see any profiles, you're kind of like a ghost. Okay, so wait, are you hiding something? Are you nervous? You can't be nervous anymore. You have to be live, and you have to share your point of view, because people want to know you before they even meet you. So, and here on video, you can't filter a video, literally meaning your face or anything or whatever. You are that person while you're talking. So, you just have to just be confident, and we push that 90-day challenge, because to get strong, right? Physically, emotionally, and mentally, so you can get confident. You know what I'm saying? We want everyone to be confident, especially nowadays, And Chris, maybe you could talk about a little quick about we always talk about economy, but real quick, what happened this week? There was a big thing that happened last day.
The two big things happened, like Japan and England almost failed. I think they did fail because they bailed them out. So England ended up going to a bond repayment. I don't know what term it is, but they just printed money again to bail out their bail out their pensions. They used a different term, so people didn't think it was a bailout. So it was a bond buyback, but at the end of the day, they just printed money to pay off their debts. So that never works out. But so their pensions were about to fail. They printed out more money to save it. That's why their currency and their outlook got stronger. And their inflation was already at 10.5% or 10.25. It was over 10%. I saw that. So that's going to go up. That's the risk. Like it's you already can see the milkshake theory is actually happening. And if not, you can look up what the milkshake theory is, but it looks like it is happening. We don't know how long that's going to last for, but everything that the milkshake theory is talking about, how the US dollar is going to deliquify every other currency, even a top 5 currency in the world is getting basically devalued by the dollar. That's happening right now. We saw it with the Japanese currency and England's currency. So it is happening.
Yeah, so that's happening overseas, and it's very important to keep an eye on that. But here at U.S. domestic, just watch the real estate market. The more they increase interest rates, two parts. One, you increase interest rates, most people can't qualify for the price of the house that you're trying to sell it for. So in essence, it's an inverse. Your house price is coming down. And there are certain markets that, you could look it up. Certain markets like Austin and things like that, where home prices are coming down very quickly at like 20%.
Yeah, I think anyone in the COVID markets, they are going to be, they're going to get a rude awakening. I think they didn't realize their time was, later, bro.
The producer's bouncing.
What's going on, guys?
Goodbye.
My short entrance.
Later, dude. Have a good weekend.
You too. Take care.
All right, see you next week. So what I think is going to happen is that, like, it's over. That's just what it is. It's over. People think that the real estate prices are going to stick. They're sticky, but usually the rule of thumb is every point that it goes up, it goes down 10% of your value. So there's going to be some sort of devaluing or negative equity growth happening. It's just interest rates are happening rising. They happen to rise very quickly, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to end up at 9% for like the average credit score holder. What's it? 650, 680? I think that's what the average credit score is in America. I'll look that up, but I think it'll probably be at 9%. Then we'll see where real estate goes. But it's just this math at that point.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, if you don't have to sell, don't sell. Don't worry about your home price going up or down. But the only thing I think you have to worry about is a margin call
On your HELOC?
On your HELOC. A margin call on your HELOC, because word on the street is if your house, you got to keep the number simple, is $1 million, right? you took a HELOC of 100 grand, but if the home price goes below some sort of threshold, the bank can call back that 100 grand. So you'd have to give them back your money, like a margin call. And that's what happened to Great Britain. There was a margin call, right? On the bonds or whatever it is, it would have collapsed Great Britain or the currency, or it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Great Britain is the currency.
Yeah, so it would have collapsed Great Britain on Wednesday. That's no joke. It would have been a Lehman Brothers event.
Well, it is a Lehman Brothers event.
Yeah,
because it already happened. Nothing happened, but something is going to happen to the currency. It's going to inflate. But you know what? To go back, the average credit score in 2021 is 698 according to Equifax. 698. So I was close, not 680, 698.
Yeah, so like 700 points. Point is that something's happening in the global currency market on top of whatever happened with the Nord Stream, which is actually, it's funny because they talk about a bunch of stuff, but that Nord Stream event, I don't know if it's still leaking. That gas, is it still leaking?
I don't know, but there's some breaking news that Ukraine asked to fast track their application to NATO.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on. I'm telling you, if you listen to what we're saying, we are in tune. Why? Because we're always on the computer.
Yeah, so, it's all open. You just watch these. You watch news.
So everyone's asking us, how do you know? Well, you sit on the computer all day. These things pop up, and you're just reading it. So if you need breaking news, you could just ask us. We're already seeing it. But the point with the whole Nord Stream is no joke. That he actually said that event is that an environmental aspect. That event is as devastating as the BP oil spill in Alaska.
Yeah,
they said it's that devastating. That's how much damage is being created.
And also, what they're not talking about, which could be the outcome, is this a Franz Ferdinand moment in Europe? That's what the
singer?
No. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, who got shot in World War I.
Oh, wow, that's a big deal.
Yeah, because you're about to freeze out a whole bunch of Europeans.
Yes. So your Europe vacation coming up this winter, they might go. But I don't know. Don't go.
It might be too cold, but yeah, I don't think that's gonna get fixed. Like physically can get fixed.
Yeah, because there is an energy crisis happening in Europe. Again, you catch us on the social media where it's always pump up. Let's do this 90-day challenge. Go. But when you're here catching us live, this is actually the meat of it. This is actually what we think about, talk about. We're here just to make sure that you're good. We've been in business through our first real recession in 2008, and that was no joke. That was devastating. So we just talk like this. So we just want to prepare you guys when it happens again. And it's always happens because cycles start and stop and things like that.
Yeah, and that's why I like doing these videos and putting these clips. Sales, operation, finance. If you have your own family business like us, or if you're if you're working and you have your personal balance sheet or your family balance sheet, just cut your debt, work on your income, and save money.
What was that?
Cut your debt, work on your income, and save money. That's the only thing you can do at this point.
And that's that. And then, but on a brighter side, let's talk about we're Yankees fans.
Oh yeah, if you can see there's a big Yankee Stadium. My wife and her friend, they gave that to us, so we hung it up. So Yankee Stadium during one of the full days, I guess. But I think one of the coolest things that happened this week was that Aaron Judge tied the home run record with Roger Maris, the American League home run record. Some people say it's the real home run record because that's the non-steroid era home run record.
Yeah, because he's a big dude.
Yeah, first off, was he 6'6" or 6'5"?
I don't know, but he's a
guy.
big dude. We're Filipino.
Yeah, yeah, that's not happening.
Hey.
But yeah, if you're that big, yeah, they could hit as many home runs as anyone else. But if I was a kid who was playing football, I would think about playing baseball. I think him and his Bash brother Stanton, they're both 6'5" or 6'6". They look like monsters out there. It's like playing freaking Space Jam, but in baseball. These guys are huge.
Yeah, well, that's the new thing now. If you're that big, we recommend going to baseball. You don't have the same
side effects
or issues that you get with playing football.
Yeah, like that movie that Will Smith was in
with the concussions.
They're showing that big guys can play baseball. I would baseball, basketball. I would recommend baseball. Baseball, super athletic. These guys are crushing it. Home runs left and right. I think it's a good sport if you're that size and you think you can play football, or like I would play baseball.
Well, yeah. I mean, playing football,
It's fun.
It's fun, but I mean, baseball's a little bit more complicated because you'd have to know how to hit,
And
how
field.
to, how to throw, and the hardest part for everyone is how to catch.
Catching is hard.
Catching is hard. Holy cow, it's coming right at you. How are you going to catch this thing?
And these guys can catch it right at them, and the ball leaves the bat like at 110 miles an hour. They'll still catch it. These guys are they're really
ninja reflexes.
Ninja reflexes.
If you have ninja reflexes or you know how to catch the ball, think about baseball.
Yeah, I recommend it. Like Judge, imagine Judge was a football player or a baseball player. After seeing what he did, yeah, definitely a baseball player.
Yeah. So that's our weekly. I guess
We
weekly
have 25 minutes in.
weekly wrap up.
20
20
minutes?
minutes.
20
20 minutes. It goes so fast. I think I just felt like we just started talking.
Yeah, no, but good. We did a little something about what we did, but most importantly, gave our outlook and little Aaron Judge action. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I think the big picture, guys, is hopefully when you do tune in and you watch what we talk about, let it play in the background. You don't have to watch us live because we are playing live while you guys are either at work picking up your kids or doing something. But we like doing these things on Fridays because we have a little bit more time. We just got a little busy today, so we're a little later today. Until we get to an established production show, and this is it. But for now, I mean, it's great just for us to hear our voice, chit chat, hear what's going on in our minds, see what happened during the week, something interesting. And if there's anything, you can always reach out to us. If it's work, you know how to find us. Obviously, just DM us or email, go to the site, call us, whatever it is. We're always open to have a conversation. It's always, it's in context, it's always free. Talking is free. We could chat for a little bit, see what you guys are doing. If you need some help with work, if it's websites, designs, or marketing, social media, digital. But the big takeaway there is
if your website's broken.
Oh, that's a good one. Website's broken, it needs maintenance. On the marketing side, we're just really recommending you got to do a lot of videos. It's just all videos. Well, you see, right now it's just a video. So you might not watch us right now while we're talking, but if you just play us in the background because you just want to hear our point of view, then let us know. If you want us to talk about a subject, we'll do the homework.
Yeah.
We're on the computer and we find a lot of things interesting. So with that, it's a wrap. Again, do the 90-day challenge. If you missed it 25 days ago, started day one. Just go back on my stream, Steve Estro or Estro Digital. You'll find it there and start the day one. It's basically there. We want you to get strong. You have to start working out. You have to start reading and you have to start getting emotionally strong so you don't deal with any type of toxic stress that people throw at you. And if they do throw toxic stress at you, just let it go. Put your force field up and be like, dude, whatever. That's not my problem. You're just throwing that at me. It's not fair. So with that, Chris, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Good seeing you. See you next week.
Peace.
Have a good weekend.
All right, guys. That was a good one. Talk to you later.